Rene, how are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Thanks for coming at the Africa Progress panel meeting. It was great. It was very heated. So what do you think about the meeting today?
Well, I think it's great that such an occasion has taken place. I'm not sure this happens often, that someone from the outside comes and is able to gather nonetheless some of the key discussants on the topic. So I think this was a good occasion. What I think is important, this debate, I mean, there has been a debate going on increasing revenue from the mining sector in the Congo, but this report is, I guess, a milestone. It's perhaps also a wake-up call, and I think we need to these discussions that you've tried to start with us on the report and on recommendations need to be perhaps intensified and sort of
have more debate like this.
Have more debates and with different target groups at universities and so on. And I think this would be interesting to see if this can happen in DRC. I think the local press, because the report has been in the international press, but local press has now started to talk about it as well. Let's see if this goes further, if sort of a real Congolese debate about this report will happen. I don't know, but this would be interesting to see.
What do you think about the recommendation of the panel on good governance and transparency, for example? What do you think about that? What can we do in this country to increase transparency and good governance?
Well, I think some important steps have been taken with the DRC trying to become a member of the EITI program or process. A lot of things probably would need to be done, and I'm not sure if I'm in the position to really bring the solutions, but I think what's important is that there is the government itself in a major conference a few weeks ago already mentioned that the fiscal potential is enormous and that at the moment not enough revenue, including revenue from the mining sector and from natural resources sector in general, is being generated. It's a big loss, and it's a big loss for investment, for capital and social investment in this country, which is so badly needed. But I think the idea is perhaps getting through. It's just that feasible solutions are needed and actions. And
we talked about estimated data. They have so many estimated data in this country, so we don't really know what sort of revenue is generated positively in this country.
Yeah, I think that's really perhaps one of the problems to start with, that there is not really reliable data on how many minerals have been exported. Even the formalized, because there's a lot of, the informal sector in DRC is very large, but even concerning sort of formal exports, there are sort of contending statistics from different government
organizations,
authorities, and and it's not really, and once you don't really know what's been actually the figure that has been exported, it's very difficult to also come up with to deduct what should have been perhaps the taxation level, or what should have been the revenue from that. So it really starts there. Also in the government budget, it's very difficult to understand within the revenue part of the government budget what revenues have actually come from which natural resources sectors. So there's a very low level of disaggregation of public figures, of revenue figures, and I guess that's perhaps where also one could start to address it and improve that.
Rene, thank you for coming. I'm sure the debate will continue again. I'm sure I'll come back.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the travels.
Thank you.